sports fan.
Yeah.
To think about that.
Chew on it. Chew on it. Get back to me.
30 minutes, I think.
I got to tell you, listen, I commentate on a lot of events. I love poker. I'm passionate about the game. I'm a fan. But there's something about the main event that just, it gets you jazzed up. I mean, this is pretty exciting.
Yeah, it just hits different in the main.
When you walked in to the horseshoe and you walk through and you walk by the tables, you kind of get that feeling like I could drop, I could play, I could do this.
Well, especially this year, Dave, it looked like I thought it was a satellite. I didn't recognize a single player. The only guy I recognized in the room was like 70 years old.
AI.
Usually I'd be like, you know what, there's a lot of great players. It's the main. I like my edge commentating, and never mind. We got a straight flush here.
Flopped? Straight flush. Are you kidding me?
Unreal. That is not Allen Iverson. That is Nathan Iverson. He's flopped a straight flush, and Ravi has top pair with the nut flush draw. Absolute disaster.
I mean, if the heart comes, how much is Ravi going to lose here? Top pair with the ace of hearts.
He was pretty sick in his day.
And drawing dead as Nate Iverson, 33-year-old, has flopped a 2-card straight flush. That is insane.
Seems so genuine.
Yeah,
great turn card for Ravi there.
I was just going to say the same thing, that one of the only turn cards you can kind of slow down on. And Iverson going to slow play.
Had to pick something now.
Hoping and pray. He doesn't know what he wants, obviously, but had a heart come off. You kind of wonder how many chips he would have gotten from Ravi.
This is a dangerous card for Ravi, though.
Okay. Shows you how much I follow it.
He might be incentivized to bluff with his hand, just blocking top pair and the nut flush.
He actually bet 700. It's a small little blocker bet.
Here comes the raise.
Oh.
Yeah, just, I mean, no, he's not going to do
Flop.
it.
No.
Straight flush.
I had the ace of hearts, too.
Figured.
Wow.
Wow. Quad threes would have been sick too.
What a crazy hand that could have certainly been worse for Ravi.
That was supposed to be?
That's what it was supposed to be. Addamo raising. Worthman going to defend. We haven't had a chance to talk about Thomas Worthman, 55-year-old. He's the other player among our 2 tables we're following who doesn't have a bracelet. Won a bracelet back in 2005.
Addamo raising it up with dust. When you raise with this hand, you probably want to start bluffing at some point because it's hard to win with 6 high.
Worthman won a PLO. I'm sorry, a pot limit hold'em. Rest in peace. Pot limit hold'em. I don't really play that anymore.
That's all I play. PLO guy, huh?
No, not PLO. Pot limit hold'em.
Oh Jesus Christ! Didn't they deregulate that game or something? Like
They put that out of misery.
they have like a funeral for. I remember
They
Brian
did, they
Rask.
did.
The only person who was
They
mad
took it-
was Brian Rask
they
because
took
he
it
would
out-
win it. He
yeah.
would win the 1,500 pot limit every year.
It's
He
like
was the only.
It's like the farmer who takes his dog out back after it's
Yeah.
too late. They euthanized that thing. No, that was 2005. Won a bracelet. Has nearly 800,000 in lifetime earnings. Addamo going to go 1,300 into 26, so half pot size.
Yeah, picks up a gutter. Decides to start showing aggression after checking the flop, and Worthman going nowhere with the pair of 8s.
Worthman's made deep runs, by the way, in the main event. Now, it was 21 years ago, back when Greg Raymer won. But, I mean, you've won a bracelet. You've made deep runs. I say once a poker player, always a poker player. Worthman doing what he can to get the showdown.
Yeah, I mean, dicey spot, day 1 of the main. You hope to get a soft table. You got Michael Addamo in position on you.
He's got, I mean, you look at this table, right? I mean, Addamo, right?
Addamo just thinking about how much he can bet here, or does he want to shut it down? When Addamo bets, he usually bets really big.
Well, what kind of hand is he trying to get the fold?
Ace high, a hand like this, jack high. There are some hands, there are plenty of draws out there There's also plenty of kings and queens and eights. This is definitely the best type of hand he's going to try to target to fold. King or a queen, if he thinks he's got it, he's just going to check. And if he's going to get this hand to fold, he's going to want to go big. This is what Addamo does.
7,500.
Addamo does go over pot here. 7,500 into a pot of 5,200. So call it, say, 1.4x pot, 1.4 times the pot.
This would be really strong if Worthman could sniff this out. It's a huge sizing to call with just an 8. But he's also trying to figure out what Addamo has, because Addamo checked back the flop.
Yeah. Just like common sense wise, you're thinking, well, if Addamo had a hand, wouldn't he want me to pay him? Doesn't he want to get paid off?
Yeah, it's a really tough spot for Worthman with just an 8. Addamo putting on the pressure. This is what he does. This is what made him all his millions. The $24 million man, Michael Addamo. And you can see why. Just putting this guy in the absolute torture chamber.
Yeah, Worthman with just, look at this though. It looks like he wants to call. His instincts are saying call.
He's got the chips in hand. Can he flick them in?
Oh, it looked like he was going to make that call. Worthman does let it go, and our resident GTO wizard at this table, Michael Addamo.
And Moose going to 3-bet it here, and Patel has a pair, and this guy's not folding any playable hands today, Dave. 3-bet, 4-bet, you name it.
Listen, you can't win the pot if you fold.
This is some straight-up street poker, garage style here. And Worthman actually has a decision here, but he just lets it go.
Now, he doesn't close the action. Back over to Aho, who's going to make the call.
It's 3,000.
Pretty speculative on just a 15,000 chip stack. He is going to make this call. It is Moose who's in the lead here with pocket 9s. No longer? Oh, wow. That's why you call with 4s.
And
this is going to be bad
for Aho.
I don't know how you get away from it.
I mean, top pair, gut shot, no chips, and he just checks.
No,
Slow playing. Wow. This guy is very sneaky, and he's going to get...
Yeah, Saeed Aho with about 40 big blinds. Can you get away from an ace with 40 big blinds?
I mean, look, if you raise the ace-deuce suited under the gun...
And then call 3-bet.
Ace-deuce offsuit, excuse me, and then call 3-bet, you're probably not folding on an ace-high flop, especially after both your opponents check. And look at this. Moose is a non-believer here.
This might save Aho, because here's a raise. And Patel, we know, is going nowhere. And now if you're a Saeed with ace-deuce, you could probably let it go, right? I mean, what are you beating with ace-deuce when you
This
get
is
raised
the
and then
only
there's a call?
thing that could have saved
Yeah.
Saeed.
Yeah, Moose made a move. Patel has the goods, and look at Saeed. He's, I guess, ace-deuce, no good?
You'd think at this point, if there's any point to get away.
He's not drawing dead. He can catch a 3.
But he's got to know that ace is no good.
He does let it go. Nice fold.
The world's most dangerous animal, potentially about to get barbecued by Patel here. This is a very interesting river, kind of a terrible river for Patel. Every draw got there. So
Yeah.
if the Moose was bluffing with a 7 in his hand or diamonds, he has great blockers to bluff here. He's got to know 9s are never good, but
Yeah, he's not gonna go for it though. And
Patel just quickly fires out 15, knows exactly where he's at.
he's got a set.
These guys are playing a different game here, Dave.
Yeah.
Look, Moose has not folded yet.
He's folded.
He hasn't folded yet, Dave. This is an insane hand. What is going on here?
And he does eventually find that fold button. Anthony Santangelo, Moose as they call him, lets it go. Another pot for Patel. Patel on 143,000. Play PokerGO is where the action never stops. And now you can chase your share of $1 million in gold every single hour. Jump into free online poker with real players and zero risk. The $1 million gold free roll runs every hour on the half hour. No buy-in, no catch, just your shot at gold. Tournaments, ring games, and the all-new no gamble, no future sit and goes with the Wheel of Gain. It's all waiting. Play now at playpokergo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android. And I am just curious if that had anything to do with it.
You think there's foul play here?
I'm just wondering, there's some shenanigans going on, and
Hank's maybe rigging the competition.
Hanks was like, "Hey, listen, can we give it to a fellow Bills fan? Can we give it to somebody else part of the Bills Mafia?" I mean, listen, it just feels like a little bit more of coincidence that Brent Hanks of PokerGo and then Michael Baldwin, a Buffalo Bills fan, wins it. I'm obviously joking, folks, but...
Well, I will say I'm pretty sure that guy has jumped through some tables.
Well, probably. Ramos popping it up with ace-queen. Marco Fagone making the call.
Marco Fagone, do we have a bio on this guy? He sounds like the type of guy that'll get you whacked if you win a big pot against him.
Fagone. Let's find out if he's from
10K in tournament winnings, 52 years old.
And he's from San Francisco.
Commercial banking.
I went to UCLA.
21.
Married with 2 kids. 2 kids are Amy and Mark. Been playing poker for about 22 years. Yeah, 10,000 in tournament winnings, as you mentioned. Just 2 cashes here at the World Series of Poker. Never had a 5-figure score.
Look at this. The Snowman, Peterson with the best hand, 9-6 off. But gets drilled on the turn, and what a turn card. Natalie turns top pair, top kicker. Fagone has top pair, second kicker.
Yeah, it's just an absolutely perfect card for Natalie. Not only does she jump ahead of Peterson, but she's going to get paid by Marco.
Yeah, when you call this flop with king, queen, and turn that card, it's major trouble.
I mean, is the call pre-flop? I mean, not pre-flop. Is the call on the flop maybe a little bit ambitious with another player behind you still?
Fold.
Maybe a little.
Heads up.
Well, he's hit the queen. And unfortunately for Marco, some of his chips are going to be Fagone.
Most likely here. You never know, but...
She's going to bet, and he's going to get paid. And I don't think she puts him on a queen. I mean, I think she probably thinks he's got a 9.
82.
I mean, remember, he called pre-flop. He called pre-flop, he called post-flop.
Yeah, Natalie is going to get paid here. Those chips, like you said, are going to be Fagone. Just the cooler, but also he does pay for the ambitious flop call. And the Snowman is going to keep melting here, unless he can get real lucky.
Yeah, he's calling another 1,100. Just 2 big blinds at a time. He's going down. Ramos raising, Peterson calling, West.
1,100 to call.
Queen 8 suited, certainly a hand that you want to call out of the big blind, but you got a caller in the middle. Sid isn't under the gun open. He is going to defend though, suited.
Call 3 players.
All the queens taken.
Queens are cheap. 1 club. How about Queen Jack? See, that's what you're waiting for if you're Peterson. There you go.
Check.
Flops the nuts.
Check around.
And just checks it back. Great check from Peterson.
And he's picked up a flush draw as well, just in case.
The thing I really like about this is that he's so short stacked. He doesn't need to do a lot to get chips in the pot.
Check.
Yeah, but he's not going to get any chips in the pot.
Well, he's going now
Bet.
because the way his stack's set up, he has a turn bet and an easy all-in shove on the river.
Oh,
and he's
look.
going to get a customer here, Dave. Don't doubt the Snowman.
Call.
West makes the call.
And Ramos is confused, too. She's got the queen of diamonds. Snowman's check could get him paid here big time.
Ace diamonds, but your point stands. She's going to call as well.
Call.
Look at this.
This is a huge pot for Peterson, by the way.
Massive.
River's the 8, and look at that. West makes trips.
Disaster for West.
Yeah, I mean, that's just enough hand that he's not going to get away from it. And to your point, Peterson now has a shoving stack.
The snowman was crumbling, Dave. West got outside, and he's rolling balls together. He's going to make him healthy again here.
So West has
28
bet.
plays.
We're almost out of the way.
Call.
It's only
I'm
28.
sorry, all in.
Peterson just, oh, he moves all in. I thought he just called.
Yeah, and he's going to get called here. West doesn't like it, but he's getting such a good price. He rivered trip
Call,
8s.
go one chip outside.
Look at this, full double up for the snowman.
Yeah, double up and then some.
Yeah, a little extra from Natalie. I thought he was going to melt there,
It's an all-in.
Dave.
You must show your hand, sir.
Yeah, the deck saved him.
Well, let's give him some credit there. He checked back the flop.
Yeah.
He bets the flop. It might just be over.
Ace King here for Ramos. Just calling.
Yeah, maybe trying to induce something from some of these short stacks. Look at Ortiz. He might blind out, Dave.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pick a spot. There is gonna come a point where
It's on you, sir. Raises 30.
the old adage of tight is right goes too far.
You could blind out.
Yeah, that's not.
You don't want to blind out of the main,
No,
especially when you're at the table.
and he's not deep enough to make it to the money. He can't blind into the money right now.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I've seen crazier things. You never know.
Check.
Nobody with really anything. Ramos' ace king is still best, but
Check.
and it does check through. Turn pairs the board.
Phillips looks like he might want to bluff at this.
Yeah, I mean, out of the big blind, he's the only one with a 5 in his hand, a 7 in his hand, right?
24.
We can kind of rep a lot of things now. A jack would certainly like to bet, a 5 would bet, and sometimes even a 7. Natalie has a really good bluff catcher, though. Hand is good a decent amount of the time and can improve.
Yep, her hand a little bit under-repped. She does make the call, and does Phillips want to fire another shell at this one? He's going to have to. He does not hit.
Yeah, that's a card you really want to bluff on. He knows he's not good.
He's got the 6, though, right?
6-4 did get there. You just can never win when you check here. He's going to bet big.
It looks like it. He's cutting out about a pot-sized bet. Yeah, he is going pot, and this takes a lot of courage. Got to give Phillips credit. I mean, with just 29,000 behind, he has put about 1/3 of his chips in there.
But in doing this, he has made Natalie really curious because he's kind of polarized his range. He certainly no longer has a 7.
Could he just do this with a jack, though? I mean, could he just have king jack?
But now he has good jacks, mostly 5s, boats, and 6-4 or air. So Natalie can take a 7 out of his range, and she's just very curious. You can see how interested she is.
She's staring through him. Look at those eyes.
Yeah, that is intense.
I
staring-
feel bad for Felipe. Right now, I'm like, okay, I would never. Natalie staring him down, and it looks like she wants to call.
Yeah, you can feel it. Her spidey senses are tingling.
She checked back the flop, so certainly under-repped her hand. She did not 3-bet pre. Can she suss this out? This is a big pot for Phillips. She doesn't believe him.
Crucial pot for Phillips, too.
Oh, huge. If she calls this, he'll be down to about 32 big blinds.
Call.
Does make the call.
Wow. What a call.
Queen high.
What a call from Natalie Ramos. Wow.
Ace high.
Absolute soul read. Play PokerGO is where the action never stops, and now you can chase your share of $1 million in gold every single hour. Jump into free online poker with real players and zero risk. The $1 million gold free roll runs every hour on the half hour. No buy-in, no catch, just your shot at gold. Tournaments, ring games, and the all-new no gamble, no future sit and goes with the Wheel of Gain. It's all waiting. Play now at playpokergo.com. Available on web, iOS, and Android.
Yeah, it is what it is. Who can understand them?
Ortiz got 7 deuce. Oh my gosh.
Has to go all in with 7 deuce, and there's no bounty.
Yeah, man, it's weird. I think I think you don't want me to check behind.
Do you know?
All in.
Take your time. Don't influence the action. 49 minutes.
West could still fold.
He's only for 15.
We can still think
West
about
does
it.
not fold. And it's ace-10 versus 7 deuce. Ortiz is only a 2-to-1 dog.
He jokingly says I waited all day, but there's some truth to it.
No, he absolutely did. He waited all day. I mean, I can tell you 8-4, 8-3, 10-5. He just really hasn't picked up much.
Saw a couple king queens in there.
Yeah, early on.
It was a while ago.
I mean, that's the thing. When he had like 11,000 chips, 12,000 chips, he probably could have picked a
Could
spot
took a stand
at that point.
But here it is, 7 Dewey.
7 Dewey, it's a bad start. Well, that's a bad start. West has the only heart in his hand, and he's got the ace. Ortiz needs a 7 or a deuce. Oh my gosh! Wow.
What?
Oh, don't put a heart out there now. No heart, no ace. Oh, how do you do that to him? How do you give him trip deuces? You gave him a little bit of hope, and then you just take it away. Snuffed out like that. Ooh, Reardon's got queens.
Again, he just made a play that didn't work out.
Right, maybe he appears a little tilty.
Sometimes the table can overread into those things, but it's a great spot for a 3-bet.
During this podcast.
Yeah, nothing really came up.
76, 66.
There's some dead money in there as well, so it's a good squeeze spot. And Reardon does go to 6,600, and look at this. Paul just does not fall for it. He just immediately folds, but Spencer comes along for the ride. So the ace-jack suited in the muck, but 9-7 diamonds in there.
All of a sudden want to make a joke or whatever.
And he hits a 9. He's got a gut shot as well. All clubs out there. Reardon's got the queen of clubs in his hand.
Yeah, just a great flop for Reardon. Overpair and the flush draw. But Spencer with a lot of equity too.
And we had no
check.
huge.
No, really.
A little deceptive
The
here.
closest thing was your
Spencer
hand.
checks it back.
Yeah.
That's the biggest raise.
Turns to 6.
So I don't know. I'll
Look
look
at that.
over and see if I
Disaster for
So the
Reardon.
ace-jack of spades
Yeah,
goes in the
king
muck,
ten
but the
of
9-7
like that,
suited
That's what
runs
I-
down the
my
That's a funny
ladies.
thing to guess.
Well, it's not over yet.
No.
Reardon has a flush draw, but you see the equities just flip-flop.
Well, what makes the most sense?
And it's
Reardon
also
checks.
it's a
Where the
spot
hand
where
is
some of Spencer's hands with a 7 should be incentivized to bet the flop.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
Oh,
you I don't know if you believe the straight here. Like,
No, you're not putting him on a straight here.
if he had 9-7 or 8-7 or 6-5
One day
or
off,
6-7,
You flew
you're
in
just like,
yesterday?
wouldn't you bet that?
Yeah.
I flew in this morning.
See that
Well,
graphic
technically
is
this morning. I flew in
Yeah.
at 1:30 in the
Checked,
morning.
and
Yeah,
Spencer
I
bet
flew in
7.
here
Yes.
at like 7
Reardon going
a.m.
nowhere,
Yeah.
obviously.
The results the
I
same.
haven't slept Cincinnati. My buddy Sam.
Oh,
Now a straight
My
gets
flight was
there
5 hours
on the
delayed.
board. What a crazy run out.
really is.
Going
The way
back and
Sam
forth.
played out. Who has more 10s? Who can bluff at this?
But a 10 might not even bet here. You know, there's a flush out there. A 10 might not just donk out after
What do
check
you
calling
think the
the
other
turn.
side of
Right.
the world is?
Reardon's
from
trying to
Las
think
Vegas?
about all this.
That's a good question. Okay.
In these spots where the board is being played,
Yeah,
it's
me
really
too.
I'm gonna go
enticing to bluff
with-
your opponent off. But
You
look,
guys
it
have
looks
no
like Spencer
guesses?
is going to go for it.
Oh, I love it.
I know.
And Spencer goes
too far away.
15,000.
When I
This
was
is
a
gonna
kid, they
work.
told me you could dig a hole
This
to
should
count.
work.
They say that.
What a
there's
sexy
hole from
play.
China to
Reardon
everything.
only playing the board,
Doesn't
so
mean anything.
his best case
Yeah,
scenario
I was right. That
is a
China
chop
is
here.
down.
There's like a hole from China to India. Like it goes
So it's
everywhere.
calling
I guess.
15 to actually only win 15,
I'm for
right?
Vegas. I would think something
Yeah,
like
it's not
Azerbaijan.
not really the pot odds
yeah,
you want,
Africa,
but
yeah, like Egypt.
There's still a lot of
Egypt,
money in that
yeah.
pot that he'd like to have some of.
That's a better guess.
So it should be a little south. Like,
Trying to figure out, like, does my opponent have
far over, yeah.
Oh, no, it should be
tens
below
that he
this,
checked
way
back and then bet?
We're up here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they probably answered probably yes.
I mean, it's kind of
Yeah, northern Africa.
possible.
This is going to be a riveting conversation to close out the night. They're going to love
Yeah, let's get a map
That's a
out.
big spot.
Yeah, we won't be nervous at all.
I'm so confused. What's going
They put the
on?
volume of the people down so low. They're
Yeah, you gotta love the size of the table, though. I'm enjoying it. Lots of space.
Just lets it go.
Oh, he lets it go. What a play from Spencer.